Hey y'all, and welcome to Wednesday Fare. This is part 2 of my epic quest to make proper croissant. Let's roll. Last week, I set out to make a proper croissant in honor of National Croissant Day. So I traveled to Le Fournil in Le East Village to talk with owner Jeff Hebert and get some tips for the home cook. While they tasted warm and buttery, my first attempt didn't get the poofy web that's the hallmark of a proper croissant. So in today's segment, I returned to Le Fournil to gain insight as to where I went wrong and bake again for the croissant promised land. So I'm here to show Jeff my especially made bowling ball croissant. It's something. It looks like something. Jeff confirmed my suspicion that my first dough was too dry and suggested some tweaks for my second attempt. The first thing Jeff told me was that I needed only water, no milk. What was I supposed to do? Water? I was supposed to do water? Water? No milk? Only water.
And what's that? I'm your sponge.
Then Jason gave me some bread flour to cut into my regular flour.
Put 1/3 of this one, 1/3 of the regular.
Of the one that I already have. Okay. Lastly, they told me to cut in butter. These were all the same proportions I had done before, dry to liquid. So my big epiphany? My apartment is too freaking dry. My dough needed extra moisture, or I would never make it to Croissant Nirvana. Now to the butter game. I kicked my butter game up a notch by using butter that I found at Le Fournil. Guess what I found? The butter from Normandy? I'm gonna have to try that. The French use tirage, or dry cultured butter, with a minimum of 82% butter fat. Also, as Jason told me, when you fold the packet of dough and butter, the edges of the dough should just meet.
Yes. Perfect, like
On the package.
you cannot put dough on the top of the bowl. It has to be.
Oh, like actually meeting. Okay, I probably didn't do that, so I'll make that happen. So, that's my butter, and hopefully this is what's gonna happen. I didn't do that last time. I measured incorrectly, because apparently I don't know how to do math. Well, he already feels softer than last time. Seems spongy. That's good. I think that's good. Okay, so you want it just to meet the seam. Present. After the butter, it's time to laminate. I always thought lamination was what you did at Kinko's. In this case, lamination is the process of folds and turns with the dough to develop gluten and create layers. I didn't change much from my first attempt, but because the dough was better hydrated, the process was smoother. I also got a fancy new rolling pin. So I think this is called the wallet. It's like just a book fold or a wallet fold. I don't know how that's pronounced in French.
Wallet.
Take another nap.
How's the new roller?
I kind of like it. You know, I think a nice marble roller or like a really heavy, sturdy wooden one would still be nice too, but it's gonna go to bed overnight. That's the end of day 2. 3 turns, 2 days. Peace out. While my dough takes its last nap, I decide to visit a few of my favorite neighborhood bakeries to sample their croissant. The outside of these are golden and crispy, and they crumble into a mess when you eat them. I'm not sure I noticed before how individualized croissant can be. Okay, so this is all the booty from our croissant run. This beauty is from La Maison de Macaron. This is La Bergamote. And this one is Merveille de Fred. We're gonna cut inside and see what a proper croissant is supposed to look like. Oh, look at that nice web. Okay, let's do it. No swirls in this place. This guy's a little crunchier on the outside. The pastry's all moved. So I think the good news about all of this is that if I can pull off getting my pastry to poof and make this beautiful web, I am not going to be upset about the shape, because obviously there are all kinds of different shapes and these people know what they're doing. Hello, Mr. Dough. He's all poofed up. Whee! Dough lamination is all about creating alternating layers of butter and pastry. How many layers should a croissant have? Different bakers do it differently. It all comes down to how many folds and rolls you want. 27 inches. 4.5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I did 4 turns, 2 singles and a double, and I'll do 3 rolls. So the total number of layers when you bite into the center of my croissant will be 487. Provided it comes out at all, that is. All right, baby. Let's see how we do. I think I have succeeded in creating non-bowling ball croissant. I'm gonna put these pretty babies in the oven and let them proof for at least an hour. They look like cute little spongy snails. And now I'm gonna paint them with a little blush. This is a good project for a snow day. Egg wash one down. It's like a gouache. So the oven has preheated and I'm doing the second egg wash. Ready? Oh my God! Hello! Everybody looks pretty! I've eaten a lot of croissant in the past 2 weeks. So next week, we'll be making a salad. Okay. Am I nervous? Yes. Here we go. No! He's dark on the bottom, and he feels good. What do you think? Swirls or web, or something in between? What's gonna happen? Oh, that's pretty, right? It's really pretty. All right, well, now we got to taste it. I mean, it can't just look pretty. Ooh, good.
Okay, I have to try. You have to let me take a bite.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna flake all over everything. It's good, isn't it?
That is buttery, flaky goodness.
Oh my God! I make croissant! Y'all, thank you so much for joining me for this epic two-part journey of the croissant. I cannot believe that I actually was able to pull this off, but I know I would not have been able to do it without the help of Jeff and Jason at Fournil. They're amazing. Thank you so much, gentlemen. I really appreciate all your help in having such a wonderful conversation with us. That was fun. I learned a lot. I learned about lamination and pastry dough versus yeasted pastry dough and butter fat counts and all those things. It was really amazing and I enjoyed every moment. But I am super grateful that I live in New York and I need not do this all the time. I can just go to my favorite boulangerie and get their croissant. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys learned a few techniques if you ever want to make puff pastry or croissant. And stay safe, stay healthy. Smooches, y'all. Okay, now I can do a happy dance.